towards the net, a weak shot, rebound, puck loose, Dobson, Gallagher, one-timer, stopped, and then gloved out of the crease.
I gotta make an appointment with my doctor.
And glistening, sizzling.
But also, I gotta shut up at night. I have a 1-year-old and I'm too loud watching these games. I just finished watching the game. It was Montreal tonight against Nashville. I figured this would be probably a layup for Montreal. So of course it was a grinder, but this again was a hell of a game. Let's talk about it.
Shows what kind of guy he is. Dvorak's the one that's going to get the goal.
Before we do anything, before we get started, before we do anything, the formation de départ, doing the recap, I have a beef with you guys. Why are you guys saying I look just like my dog? I share 5 seconds of my dog downstairs, finally comes and visits me, and you guys say that I look just like him. Owners look like their dogs. He's got the same mustache. What? I don't have the same mustache as my Shih Tzu? I don't see the resemblance. What are you talking about? So it was a crazy game again tonight. I love it. I love when this happens because you know what? I have to thank you about the recent video that we put out. I think that we're scraping at 18,000 views. That's big for this channel. And that means a lot to me. Thank you so much for everyone who's been supporting me. I get all mushy at the end of the video, but I truly, truly appreciate this, guys. And we're getting so close to 17,000 subscribers. Can we hit it this video? I think the last video, we got like 150 subscribers. We might hit it this video. But seriously, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for telling me that I look like my dog. I'll take it as a compliment, I guess. But let's get into this game. Let's see what happened here. And to do that, first we need to do something very important. And it's actually, it's interesting this time. We're going to do the formation de départ, and there was a change. So, nos attaquants, our forwards, Caufield, Suzuki, Slavkovsky, Bolduc, Dak, Gallagher, Newhook, Kapanen, Demidov, Anderson, Evans, Laine. No défenseur, our defensemen, Matheson, Dobson, Gooley, Hutson, Struble, and Carrier. Struble rotates in, Xhekaj out. That Jared McCann goal the other night, that was like Arbor Xhekaj booking some PTO. I think that's unfortunately how it's going to be this season. The thing is, Struble, he gets pretty sheltered, and in this game it happens. Struble gets paired often with Hutson. They find a lot of chemistry together, and because of that, he gets strategic deployments. So all of you Xhekaj fans, myself included, we might see a little bit of a drought. In Allemand, no gardien, our goalies. Montembeau's sitting out. Dobeš is in. Montembeau didn't have the best game last game either. You would have liked to have seen a couple of extra saves, but he wasn't exactly handed the best set of circumstances either. So let's get right into this. Maybe I can finish early tonight because I have a big day tomorrow. Before the puck is dropped, we see Slav opening up his nasal passages. He seems to be enjoying that quite a bit. And they drop the puck on this one. Something that I really liked seeing, Laine doing good work here and drawing a penalty. And we get to see the power play again. And the power play is shaping up. It might not be the most successful, but I think it's going to come. Suzuki getting in and putting one in front for Bolduc, but Bolduc cannot find the solution to Saros. Then a short while after, Bolduc again nearly tipping one in, but Saros gets a piece of it. At the other end of the sheet, we see Dobeš making a massive stop. And then, like, basically right after, Saros is making an incredible save on Newhook. That's it for the first period, though. I'm not gonna draw out the first period. It was a strategic first period, a little bit of a chess match. I could talk about it more. I could probably do 2 videos on this particular game. But let's get to the juicy stuff, because the juicy stuff really comes near the end. Didn't like the phrasing on that, but let's continue. Second period starts. Smith slashes Matheson. He's not happy about the call, but I mean, look at this. Look at this. On the power play, Caufield trying to catch Saros, but can't find the net. Now Bolduc is going to get caught on a dive, but I mean, I guess this is literally a penalty. It's still a very weak one. And on the ensuing power play,
Evangelista finds Yossi. Yossi, Stamkos, score! Stamkos let it.
Nashville is going to capitalize. That is Stammer making it 1-0. It gets deflected off of Gooley in front. And this is kind of scary because up until this point, it feels like it might be a tight game. So it might be tough for Montreal to come back. Now we see Gallagher getting up close and a little bit of a flurry. I think that Gallagher, if he would have gotten Goodwood on this, the game is tied up. Now Demidov takes an unfortunate penalty, grabs the hand. He's going to go to the box on a holding call, but with less than 2 minutes of the period remaining, looks like the Habs are going to start period number 3 on the penalty kill and down by 1. Up in shots though. So the third period starts, and not only do they kill the penalty, Oliver Kapanen makes it a 1-1 game.
Thought about the shot. Goes to Hutson. Hutson shoots right on rebound. Kapanen trying to jam it home, and he will!
Yeah, about 7 minutes into the third period now. Montreal has been putting pressure on this entire time. The pace of the game has changed. The tone of the game has changed. So on this Kapanen goal, Hutson puts one out in front. And for some reason, Kapanen is just kind of left out there unmolested. He whacks at it and it goes in. Now we see Gallagher with an insane opportunity, but Saros somehow fills the space. Saros, I really respect him. He's an insane twitch goalie. He's shorter than the average goalie, but I find he fills out that net so well. This is a rare, pretty rare sighting. Hutson with a strong physical presence takes out his guy and takes him out of the play. Now we see Matheson breaking in. I think that sometimes you forget that he has the ability to do this, but he can't put the puck in. And you know what stinks?
Perbix the other way. Perbix shoots, score!
Yeah, Nick Perbix goes the other way right after this happens. The only defenseman back is Dobson because Matheson extended himself. And Line A is supposed to be supporting here. Evans could also have been helping with support, but they don't take Perbix out. So Dobson is like basically having to play this like a 2-on-1. Perbix gets in tight and his wrister goes in. Third period, I haven't confirmed yet. I asked. I'm hoping somebody gets back to me, but Gouli goes down suddenly here. And when he goes to the bench, it looks like he's only using one leg to glide. Let's see if anyone got back to me, if they mentioned anything about Gouli. It looked like he was in a lot of pain. He was on the bench in OT. If they're hurt badly, they don't come back at all. And he was jumping when we won. Okay, I think that they'll probably say something like he's being looked at or something to that. He might miss a practice, hopefully, and then that's it. We'll see. So it's 2-1. Preds are ahead, and it's getting closer to the end of the game. About 5 minutes left. Montreal gets a much-needed power play. McCarron goes to the box, and on the power play, Hutson goes in all alone, and he gets in front but doesn't have anyone with him, and then he gets also edged out from having any sort of opportunity himself. We are getting closer to the final moments, a flurry of shots, and the puck is headed to the goal line, but someone scoops it out of the air. Absolutely heart-stopping moment. Soros looking so phenomenal in net, and at this point you feel like it's just Soros's game to win, like he deserves this one. Now we're about 2 minutes left. Dobeš is headed to the bench. Habs get the extra attacker on. They need another miracle here, and Martin St. Louis is going to take a timeout to launch a new evil plan. Plan doesn't go his way though, and Dobson goes down. The puck leaks towards the center. This looks like it. Empty net goal, but Hutson with the save. And the stretch pass to Caufield.
Stretched up to Caufield. Caufield cutting in. Wrist shot. Score!
Holy shit. Cole Caufield, again, I am speechless. Hutson with the big save and then the stretch pass. At this point, I'm on the couch and I'm like, I've got my head in my hands and I'm like laughing to myself. So 60 minutes isn't going to solve this game. Montreal gets the point. Season is off to an excellent start. I was worried they wouldn't click initially. I was worried that they would have to try new methods of chemistry, but it was so smart of the coaching staff to break up Doc, Laine, and Demidov. This is, at the core, it can be a defensive team if those players are playing those roles. And at the same time, they have that offensive punch with the first line. Now we're seeing Kapanen. Now we're seeing Bolduc and our offensive defenseman adding extra punch to this team that seems like a two-sided team now. This is incredible. Let's go to overtime. Montreal wins possession off the initial faceoff. Demidov finds Suzuki in front, and it's all over. Oh, wait. No, it isn't. Puck goes off the crossbar and immediately down. It looks like it goes inside like the last millimeter of the crossbar before, calling this the game. Essentially, Suzuki bowled a 7-10 split. Now on the other side of the sheet, Dobeš is having to look sharp. He's been tested quite a bit this game. Dobeš looked really good. He put in a business-like game. Again, he didn't face the most shots, 19. So he finished under 900 for a save percentage, but keeping that goals against down and keeping a save percentage below Montembeau's as well. There could be, it depends. There could be some decisions. Now we see Suzuki get stuffed by Saros and Stammer. It's kind of a tongue twister. Going back the other way, a 2-on-none. Dobeš makes a huge glove saves. He goes to play it and they blow the play down. It's almost, I don't know if I like this. Does Stamkos kind of trip Dobeš here as well? I was holding back curse words at this point. Then Nick Suzuki again misses glove side. There was so much light there, but he couldn't get enough of the puck. Again, it's winding down. It looks like we're going to a shootout when...
One last chance. Suzuki, Caufield, score! Can you believe this kid?
Oh my God. Cole Caufield with the OT winner. He's on fire. Goaltenders are afraid of Montreal's first line. This felt so good. Like I said, I've really felt like this was Saros's game. Just give it to him. But Caufield puts it in off the feed from Suzuki, who digged it out of the corner. Dug it. Oh, another great game. I don't think all the games have finished tonight, but with that win, that puts Montreal up 4 wins, 1 loss for 8 points. That's good for the top of the Atlantic Division. And in fact, I think that's currently good for top of the Eastern Conference. A good start, definitely a good start, but don't count your chickens before they're hatched. Behind Montreal in the Atlantic Division is the Red Wings and the Bruins. So come later this year, even, I don't think that it's going to look like this. Still, you can't deny this is an excellent start, and I'm over the moon. I hope you guys are excited as well. Like I said, I want to end this video quick. So do I talk about who I was impressed with tonight? Still apprehensive about line A, especially on that Perbix goal. There was good things by everyone once again. They're definitely playing as a team. And initially, the first and second period, you were screaming at the first line to just produce, but they were playing good. Was chipping in big. How many hits did Slav have tonight, by the way? Slav is not getting in on these points, but there's no doubt that he is fundamental to these plays happening. He finished +1, 20 shifts, only 1 shot, 1 hit. Maybe Slav didn't have the best game. Suzuki's looking a little bit cursed with his shots. I don't know. I think I'd have to watch it back a little bit to see what I really think of that. Dobson, no doubt, it has improved this team incredibly. Once again, Struble and Hutson form a really good pair. Dobeš looks solid in net. Yeah, good marks all around. Matheson continues to play really well. Broke his stick there in overtime. That was a tense moment. Maybe change stick brands or the model that you're using, Matheson. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me, guys. You know what to do. Hit that like button. It helps me out with it helps me with something. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. You've been here for this long and you haven't subscribed yet. Hit that subscribe button. And as always, I will see you. Wait, I screwed that up. And as always, I will see you down in the comments.